Hello, good morning. This is Nas from NB Network Lessons. Hope everyone's doing okay and in high spirits. Today, topic of discussion is under geometry lesson number 13, and we are going to discuss converse of Pythagorean theorem. Okay, so that's the topic of discussion. Date today is 9/16/2024. In my last section, I introduced you with what a Pythagorean theorem is. And basically, what I explained you that is that in Pythagorean theorem, it only applies to a right angle triangle. Okay, what do I mean by that? In a triangle where there is 90 degrees, like this square right here represents 90 degrees. So this altitude and this base are at 90 degrees with each other. And this is called the hypotenuse. Okay, and what I explained you was that if this is A, this is B, this is C, according to Pythagorean theorem, C square is equal to A square plus B square. And one secret or one trick I told you in my last lecture was that in a right angle triangle, hypotenuse is going to be always the longest side. And in right angle triangle, you will always have 90 degrees angle. Okay, and one last trick I told you was that hypotenuse is going to be always opposite to the 90-degree angle. Okay, like you can see right here, this is 90 degrees, hypotenuse is opposite, altitude and base are adjacent. So today the topic of discussion is converse of Pythagorean theorem. In other words, we're going to look it up from reverse direction. Okay, and see what the heck converse of Pythagorean theorem is. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and dive into it and take a look at it. So let's say if I asked you, you don't know if this triangle is a right angle triangle or not. Okay, but I put something on the board and I say, oh well, okay, this right here, okay, is 5. Okay, this is 4 and this is 3. Can you tell me if this is a right angle triangle? Question for you. Well, I just gave you the formula. I said c square is equal to a square plus b square is the Pythagorean formula. And this c is basically the hypotenuse. And I also just told you in a right angle triangle, hypotenuse is the longer side. So then in this we can assume c would be equal to 5, because if you look in this triangle, 5 is the longest side. We don't know if this triangle is a right angle triangle or not, but we're going to find out. And then we can say A is equal to 4, B is equal to 3. I'm just classifying this 5 as C, 4 as A, 3 as B. Now what I do is that I apply this formula right here. What is C? C is 5 square. Okay. What is A? 4 square. I'm just applying the Pythagorean theorem right here. Plus 3 square. Okay. All right. So then this is 25. 5 square is 25. This is 16. This is 9. So 25 is equal to 25. Bingo. So that means this is a right angle triangle. Okay. So it's possible that, maybe this angle right here is 90-degree, but we just proved it that this angle is a right angle triangle. So that is what I mean by converse of Pythagorean theorem. You're looking at it from opposite direction. Let's look at another problem. Right, making progress over here. So let's say you have this triangle right here, okay, and I have given you, let's say this side is 6, this is 4, this is 5. The longest side is going to be hypotenuse. We assume. We don't know if this triangle is right angle triangle, but we're going to find out. Since the longest side in a right angle triangle is hypotenuse, so I'm going to assume C is equal to 6, A is equal to, I'm just going to put label C, A, B. All right. So A is equal to 4, B is equal to 5. Let's apply the Pythagorean formula. So C is 6 square is equal to A square plus B square. 6 6 are 36, 4 4s are 16, and then 5 square is 25. So 25 plus 16 is what? 41. So then 36 is not equal to 41. So what does that mean? That means this is not a right angle triangle. It could be an obtuse triangle, it could be a Q triangle. I don't know that. But what have we been asked is that to find out if this is a right angle triangle or not. And we just proved it that it's not. All right. Let's see. That's all I have in this section. You know, basically, I just wanted to introduce you with the converse of Pythagorean theorem, and I think I have in this particular section. So basically, you're just looking at from the opposite direction. All right, folks, thank you so much for watching. I wish you all best of luck, that you have a wonderful day today. And if you have a test or an exam, I wish you all the success. Take care of yourself. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.